How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to a brand new video. Let's talk about some of the leaks and the things we missed in the last video. We talked about these things. So yeah, these are basically images that have shown up that were leaked before the reveal of Pokemon Legends Arceus that people haven't really seen because they're seemingly like from this slide, as you can see here. If I just move this up, they're from this slide that we haven't seen before. So I thought we'd go through all the images in this slide as well as in this screenshot and talk about also the brand new ATB system that's going to be in these games, as well as a bunch of these leaks. So let's get into the first thing. Now, the image right here basically just shows you rolling. So there's going to be rolling, dashing, and crouching in this game to allow you to sort of like be able to take on and catch Pokemon and observe them in the wild, which is going to be awesome. But that's not the coolest thing about this. What I'm more excited about is what you see down here in the corner. I'm going to zoom in to make sure you guys can see exactly what we're looking at. So in the right side here, right underneath me, you've got something very interesting. The image right here, what it shows is the same sort of thing you have in Breath of the Wild, which is the ability to basically glide, so have a glider. Right now, usually in Breath of the Wild, you have like a balloon or a glider or whatever you would call it, but in here, you're going to be able to do this with a Pokemon. Now, what this Pokemon is, I don't know. We know there is a Staraptor in this game, and it looks like a normal Staraptor. This looks like a different Pokemon than a Staraptor. It looks somewhat different in its design, and this kind of goes hand in hand with something else we're going to talk about, which is there seems to be an Ice-type version of like a Rhydon and Rhyhorn in this game. Which is really interesting because there probably will be ancient Pokemon in this game, like ancient forms, like versions of Pokemon we know, but before they turn into what they are like today. And also, don't expect Pokemon like Magnemite, Muck, and stuff like that to be in this game, because those Pokemon from the future that were basically brought into the world because of certain things, right? So expect a lot of like Pokemon, like older Pokemon, right? And not the kind of like more, technologically advanced ones like Porygon and stuff will not be, feasible. And even Mewtwo won't be around most likely because it is a genetically modified, created Pokemon, which didn't exist back in this time. The only way they can do that is time travel, but I don't think that's going to happen in this game. But that's one of the images. The next image here proves to us and confirms to us we're going to be doing climbing. You can see our character over here climbing up a wall, which is proof here now. We're going to be able to climb walls, which means it's one of those games now where if they tell us you can go over there, it means you can go over there. Not like in Sword and Shield where you have a bunch of stuff you want to go to, but you can't. In this game, you will, because it's going to be open world. You're going to be able to go anywhere you want, and you're going to be able to climb things, which is going to be fantastic. Next thing, though, is right over here. Now, this image right here, I'm going to show you. It's right in the corner. See that image of the trainer riding on a Pokemon. Now, that Pokemon looks a little bit like Saucebug. People are saying like Saucebug. That's kind of what it looks like a little bit. Saucebug, no. Saucebug. That's what it kind of looks like a little bit, right? Now, that's what people are thinking like it looks like similar to, right, in a general sense of words, right? But what I want to point out is this could be an ancient version of that Pokemon, because it doesn't look like any other Pokemon we know. It just looks like a Sawsbuck that's larger, much larger, with a bigger mane and stuff. So there's a high possibility this is an ancient version of it. Like, why else would they be hiding it like this and not showing us exactly what it looks like? It's got to be a big reason for it, and I think the big reason is that it is a Pokemon that is going to be in an ancient form, and they want to keep these things secret. Now, that was one of the things. The next image we have is this one right here. Now, if we open this image up real quick, and you can see what's going on here, we have a translation of what's going on right here that was given to us by Centro, who basically said exactly this. So let me just find what Centro said real quick. So here's what he said. This slide specifically mentions an ATB active time battle, the time turn-based battle system from Final Fantasy. Anyone able to translate Japanese text? And then he actually got a translation which says seamless battle transition. It's not turn-based like the classic Pokemon games, but an ATB system in which you select an attack. If you don't have any Pokemon, your main character will be attacked. If the main character gets enough damage, the battle will end. So yes, you as a player will take damage, and you can actually see it in this image. If we jump over to it, you can kind of see what's going on here in this moment right up here in the top left. You can see that there is a I guess a Rhydon, right? Who's just chilling. And also this Rhydon, by the way, is blue colored. Looks like a bit of an ice type almost. I will say it doesn't look like a normal one. It just literally looks like a different color than your normal, average ones. And the same thing goes for its pre-evolution as well, which also has a totally different tint and color to it. But as you can see right underneath them right there, you can see like an A and B button, which shows you seemingly that's going to be your way to either fight back the Pokemon if it attacks you, or select your Pokemon to do a move or something. But you can see like this a battle going on in the image down below as well. You've got like a Lucario and I think either a Rowlet or something on the other side, and you can see like the buttons for A and B to quickly do some attacks. But there will still be a normal system, like a normal battle system, like what you're used to. That is still around. If you actually go to the trailer, you can kind of already see that that is still the case. If we just find one of the battles right here real quick, which should be anywhere, like literally anywhere in this video. There is moments that they show them. So not right here, but if we just kind of look around, you'll see what I mean. Like the actual battle, here it is, right? So the actual battle system, right? There is a way to seemingly to fight with like the classic system somewhat, but it seems like the ATB system is going to be the replacement for it, which is quite exciting in my opinion. So yeah, you're going to be able to explore the region by climbing things. You're going to be able to do these battles in a different manner. You also have a giant gauge bar you can see right down here below me. You see this yellow bar? What could that be, right? Is that your bar for how much like power you have left to use, like stamina, stuff like that? I'm really curious to how the system's going to be like. They're probably going to show us more. I'm telling you this right now. We're going to probably see more about this later on during E3. That's when we are expecting the next like actual Pokemon reveal to happen in terms of these things and showing us more gameplay and details being given to us. So wait for E3. That's when it's going to happen. And expect like new trailers every like month or so. Might be like one new trailer given to us. Maybe not for this game, but probably for the other one as well. But we'll have to wait and see when they give us more info about this game in particular, since it is coming out next year, which means there's going to be less info this year for it. So we're going to have to wait quite a bit for this game's information. But I want to point another thing out. This game is called Pokemon Legends Arceus, which does imply that Pokemon Legends is a brand new style of games. And this is something that was actually mentioned by Centro. Centro actually pointed this out. If you go to his Twitter and you scroll down a little bit, there is a tweet that he put out where he points out that they've now split up Pokemon into several different categories, right? Pokemon no longer is a singular thing, right? It's kind of split up into several different, kind of categories of games, which means that we're going to basically be getting like, here it is. So moving forward, we'll have Pokemon games on both the classic style, the modern style, and the open world style, which means that Pokemon Legends, if it performs well, I think they will start doing more Legends games, and they can base them on other legendary Pokemon in other like Pokemon regions, right? They can go into ancient Unova, they can go to ancient Kalos, they can go to ancient Hoenn, they can go to ancient Kanto, and especially my favorite, the one that I think is going to make the most sense, is going to be ancient Johto, right? Think about going to Legends, Ho-Oh, and Lugia. And also, by the way, the reason I think they're doing this game in a singular version to start with Legends Arceus, is to test out the waters and see how people feel about it. And if it sells really good, they're probably going to do 2 version games going forward, where they're going to have probably like something like Pokemon Legends Ho-Oh and Pokemon Legends Lugia, but they're going to be the same game with just 2 different Pokemon that you're going to, hunt for in the actual, as legendaries in those games. They're going to be kind of the pinnacle in terms of the story. And just imagine going back to like the old Johto, where the burnt tower hasn't burnt down yet, where Entei, Raikou, Suicune might not exist yet because, well, they haven't been really technically created or revived, or whatever you want to say, if you kind of follow that theory. So just think about those kind of prospects and those IDs. That's basically what we can expect in this case. So yeah, that's some of this crazy stuff that we've seen. Again, back to the ATB system, as mentioned, no longer turn-based. Combats are now energy-based. No transition between overworld and battles, all seamlessly. And also, another thing is, when you knock out a Pokemon, when you kill it, technically, or when you make it faint, it will stay in the overworld. You can still catch it, which is going to be fantastic, allowing you to do a lot of great things with that. Now, a big speculation people are wondering about is, will we see the return of like shiny hunting? I do think shiny hunting may return. There is some speculation though that's making it a little bit odd. But also, for people wondering where these images are, these were leaked before the whole like the whole Legends reveal even happened. These were posted before then, and people are wondering where they can be found. Well, they look like to be from some sort of slide from the Pokemon Company showing a bunch of information about the game that doesn't exist on their website. If you go to the Japanese Pokemon website for Pokemon Legends, there is no info. Another piece of information, Pokemon Legends is going to be a single player game only. It's going to be single player, whereas Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shining Pearl will actually have 2-man co-op. So those games will actually have up to 4-man co-op, for 2 to 4-man co-op, so you can play online multiplayer with your friends. So yeah, I'm really wondering how this is going to affect competitive play and all that, but we'll have to wait and see how this turns out. And yeah, that's it.